It's Movie Show. I'm movie host Daniel Ehrenberg. Franchise episode bonus.
Yeah, not sure which bonus episodes, so we're getting up there.
Shit. Listen,
right.
The Predator. We're doing this out of legal obligation.
True.
That we have to cover it. We covered this franchise, and
like
there's
2
a new
years
one.
ago.
Yep, there's a new one. Here it is. It stars white guy you've never heard of, and Sterling K. Brown, and Shane Black, and Halloween, and the kid from Room. So
and the guy from Moonlight too.
I didn't know
that.
I gotta tell you, Keegan-Michael Key falling desperately far down the Key and Peele power rankings.
He's trying, man.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, let's talk about it. We have a guest. We brought in Predator expert. He's been on 2 eps of the Predator podcast, as well as non-Predator episodes. Right, Henry?
That's right.
Henry, have you even said your name yet?
No.
Do it.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the bonus episode of The Predator. I'm your co-host, HP, not Harry Potter, but thanks for listening, Henry Papali. And with us today, our first 5-time guest.
Is that true? 5 times?
It's the 5-Timers Club man, Aaron Barinelli.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Do we have a robe for him? Should we count this as 5 time because it's a bonus episode?
Yeah, we can count it as
absolutely
4.5 if you want.
Nah, I think it counts. It's an appearance. You know, our episodes we can be all that retentive about, but with Aaron, it's the 5th time on the show, man. So
yeah, by now I consider myself a Predator expert.
I should think so. You've earned yourself a Predator name. What should it be? Like Claw.
Ooh,
They've
maybe
all got
Sticks?
names
Sticks?
like that.
He's a drummer though, so maybe like Sticks.
Yeah.
Razor Sticks.
Yeah.
I like
That's too close to Razor Dick. Razor Dick.
Razor Dick is pretty good. I could picture that. The Predators are tough. We haven't seen much of their home world. We don't really know how they fuck. And I gotta say, what's going on with the Predators? I feel like their heads are getting bigger. They've got these dreads. They're boring. And they're big now. They're like developing. They're like, we've found the next step in human evolution. And it's that kid from Mercury Rising, apparently. Little kids with autism. And and let's be that.
Yeah.
Shane Black likes precocious children because I was looking back at his filmography, which for the most part, we'll get to, is
they all are precocious
quite
children.
good.
Yeah.
Well, especially I was thinking of Iron Man 3. I mean, that's like a major
But
part
think
of that
about
movie.
all of them, man. Like, I feel like there's precocious kids in everything. And
really?
And there's always holidays.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Like,
he
he usually uses Christmas, but then in this movie, he needs the kid to be wearing the Predator mask, so it's Halloween.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we shouldn't get too ahead of ourselves because I got a lot to say about that scene.
Well, let's start off with our cinematic experiences, Aaron.
I love it. Who saw it first? I saw it the day it came out.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now, this movie came out the 14th, is that right? What's today?
25th?
26th.
Oh
26.
my God. So it's been 12 days since I've seen this movie. I absolutely had to read the plot summary on Wikipedia. I remembered nothing of it.
Right.
Wait,
I saw it several hours ago.
Yeah, there is.
It just seemed more like just a random grab bag of set pieces.
So, Aaron, what was your LA film going experience?
Shit. So, I work nights, and I've been working working a lot lately, and I didn't have that much time to watch a movie. So, a couple of my friends who work at the bar with me, they're like, "Okay, let's go see it one of these mornings." And the only early afternoon I had a chance to go see it, the only screening that was available was the 4D experience.
Holy shit,
no.
man! Does that mean you smelled Predator?
So this is what it is. Yeah, I'm sitting in
Whoa.
it's about seats that are like about connected four side by sides throughout the whole theater, and each row of four moves with the movie. Like it shakes and like.
Come on.
Oh, like when they're on top of the spaceship at the end. It's like
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh my God.
It sprays mist at you from different points in the
Kind of
chair.
mist.
It's
This is
fucking crazy.
insane.
So
Sierra mist.
Yeah, of course. It sprays Sierra mist at you. So, like, if someone gets shot in, like, the leg, you'll feel like a spurt of air by your leg. If someone, like, was just by your left ear, you get a fucking burst of air by your left ear. There's these little motors in the back of the seat.
Yeah.
So if someone gets kicked in the lower back, you feel a little, like, thing poke you in the back.
That's
Jesus.
like when I went to
Sounds
Disney.
awful.
When I went to Disney World years ago, they had the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, like short film or whatever, and you sit in the theater, and I remember at one point, rats run loose in the movie, and and you feel a little, like it feels like they're crawling around by your feet. It was gross.
It was fucking weird. I guess it's the best possible way to watch a horrible movie.
How do
Oh
predators
my
smell?
God.
They smell like Sierra mist.
Yeah, dude,
And-
I bet you're lucky they cut the scene out of the movie that had that sex offender in it.
Yeah, we felt a lot more than just mist.
Oh, who did they cut out of this?
Henry, you haven't heard the big controversy?
I don't
my
think
God.
I have.
Shane Black is the
Whoa.
king of controversy, the first king since Elvis Presley to do shitty movies. Da, 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 da. That's an Eminem song. Hey, listen. Shane Black has a friend who is a noted sex offender in the registry. And Shane felt this fella needs a second chance.
Oh, no.
So he apparently had a small role in The Nice Guys years ago, and here he is back again in The Predator, and he had a scene with Olivia Munn, and
didn't tell anybody.
did not tell anybody, and then after filming the movie, Olivia Munn found out that and apparently in the scene he was like flirting with her, so he's the scene got cut out of the movie, Henry. That because Olivia Munn came out in the press and was like, "That's fucked up. I should have been made aware."
Good for her.
Yeah.
Jesus, poor Olivia Munn.
I
Wasn't she involved in another one with, what was it, Ratner or somebody?
I feel like Olivia Munn has been treated horribly by everybody, man.
Yeah.
She
She
had-
came up on this show before for the same subject. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
no,
who
I
it
think it
but-
was a Ratner situation, but there's also like she had some like sexy texts with somebody that got leaked in like the fappening situation, and she's like had some real bad Hollywood luck, man.
Oh,
Can't
that
catch
sucks.
a break.
Yeah,
Sucks, man.
she had the indignity of being in the newsroom. All right,
I watched the first season of that. It didn't continue, but
Yeah. all right.
I like Olivia Munn.
I think she's all right. I actually did it like the first time I ever saw her was on the Daily Show, and I didn't like her very much. But then once I started seeing her acting and shit, like the Newsroom, actually, I
I think
enjoyed
she's
her.
got a very cool, commanding presence, and I like her. I think she's
She
cool.
just always lands such fucking podunk roles.
I know.
I know. This movie's packed with good actors, though, just trapped in this shit.
Well, one of the funniest things was, and I can't say if he's a good actor, even though I didn't know till after I checked after the movie. I've seen this fucking guy in 9 films.
Who?
That's how charismatic he is. Boyd Holbrook.
Who?
Boyd Holbrook.
Who's that?
Exactly. He's the lead guy.
Who?
Which lead guy?
Yeah.
The white one.
Who's that?
Oh.
The one with the kid?
Who?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Listen,
the second best guy from the first season of Narcos.
is he in Narcos?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Dude, I've seen the fucking guy in 9 movies
He's
now.
also in Logan. He was the villain in Logan.
That's
What?
right.
Who'd he play in
Yep.
Logan?
He's that guy with the
The
robot.
bad guy, yeah.
Oh,
He
that
was the
fucking
bad
guy?
Yep.
Boyd Holbrook. Here he is. I'm looking him up right now. He's 37 years old. He's from Kentucky. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Did you know that Benicio del Toro was originally cast in this movie?
Oh,
No.
good for him for jumping ship.
He jumped ship, and they replaced him with Boyd Holbrook.
Well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I've seen him in a lot of stuff, too.
Right?
How
yeah,
about that?
I know.
I don't remember any of this shit. He is just a
Well, I
blank
didn't either.
fucking slate, this kid.
It's just Sam Worthington, man.
He is. He sucks. Hey, the stats, just real quick.
Sure.
Shane Black wrote and directed this. Fred Decker also has a writing credit. Do you know that guy?
No.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
he's a classic.
He's got some great stuff that he's done. Like two of his movies are really good. There's Monster Squad and
Yeah.
the cult film that's gaining some attention again, Night of the Creeps.
That's right. So he wrote and directed Night of the Creeps, and he wrote and directed Monster Squad, and wrote that with Shane Black. So they've been friends for a long time. Shane Black bringing back all his friends, and he also wrote House, which is a movie I kind of like, and the Richard Grieco vehicle, If Looks Could Kill.
I see that
He was
now.
involved in Ricochet, which is an underrated Denzel Washington trashy movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And of course,
He's-
the movie that killed his career, RoboCop 3.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
the worst
Yeah.
RoboCop.
And he's got some uncrediteds that are, well, Demolition Man I love. but I
Listen,
don't know.
we're not talking
Uncredited,
uncredited.
so-
I refuse to bring
I
up
know.
uncredited on this podcast.
I know.
All right.
I know. Relax.
The Pred, budget of $88 million. So far, it's made $97.6 million. I think this baby's going to lose some money,
Ooh.
which is, it's the first movie in a while. Like, the summer box office this year, gang, it was robust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
It was the first summer in a long time. Only one movie, one big blockbuster release, lost money. Only one.
Wow.
Do you know which one?
Nope.
Solo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Solo, a Star
Yeah.
Wars story.
And then
But-
there's movies like The Meg that scored so much cash in China and the Asian market. So.
and from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me about you saw this. Do you have more to go in your film going experience?
Yeah, I mean, that's really something, dude. I've
yeah.
never even heard of that. I've heard of
It's
4D on the
crazy.
for home, but I've never heard of it in the theater.
And me, like a dummy, bought a beer that had a big wide mouth cup on it, and I was just like, "Oh, these chairs are just gonna like rumble a little bit." But they do like a little like demonstration right when things start off, where like you're on a motorcycle and it's like flipping around and
That
spinning.
sounds way more fun.
Yeah, it was.
Is that a
But,
better
yeah.
movie than The Predator?
Hands down. It was more
Yeah.
cohesive, that's for sure. But yeah, like my beer, the whole time I'm just like stabilizing it. And most of my movie going experience was me just kind of not spilling my drink all over me.
Right.
So it was a little nerve wracking, but
How much of that drink made it down your gullet? What percentage?
I would say a good solid 95%.
Good for you.
Oh,
stable
all right.
beats, but it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Boy.
But a fun story to get out of it though.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's I can't compete with that. Holy shit.
So I saw it the day it came out, gang.
Yeah.
Early morning screening on a Friday. All black audience. I don't know what that says.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where'd you see it? In Manhattan or your
No,
new
out
favorite
here
place?
on Long Island, making the
Right.
best of my last days out here, and it was an experience. I went to go see it. I gotta be honest, I fell asleep for 5 minutes.
Whoops.
All right, but
Yeah.
managed to wake up. It was during the Halloween section of the movie.
Okay.
And, made it out of there alive. I saw 2 other movies that day. I snuck in to A Simple Favor after that, which was kind of fun. And then White Boy Rick. And this was the worst of the three.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Naturally.
Okay.
White Boy Rick is a recommend for me.
Yeah,
I feel
I've
like
heard
that
from
movie's
several
not getting
people.
enough attention.
I don't know, man. It's still being promoted well. I've been hearing people talk about it too. So yeah, no, I want to check it out. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, great. And what else we got, Henry? How'd it go today? That's
Henry, how
why
was your
we haven't
experience?
done this. This is literally this is one of the least essential episodes we've ever done. On the one hand, it's essential because we have to listen. There's a Predator movie. We did the franchise. We got to talk about it. On the other hand,
Completion.
this movie's 2 weeks old. Nobody's talking about it anymore. I feel like it's dropped out of the top 5. No one could possibly care. No one's gonna listen to this.
Well, then it's for us.
Yeah.
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 This is fulfilling an obligation, gang.
That's right, man. For sure. If anything, recommend listening to the old Predator episodes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, by the way,
man.
spoilers, folks.
Yeah, right. My experience was pretty mundane, although I had to travel 40 miles to see it, almost to Atlantic City.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I needed to see it early because I had other shit to do today, and so I drove real far. Got there right when I walked into the theater. The 20th Century Fox logo came on, so I was very happy.
Good
I at least got
timing.
to meet the previews. Yep, that's how I like it. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 people in the theater.
Can I do an impression of the previews that you missed?
Sure.
They always said, they like my voice but not my look. I think you're beautiful. Take off that makeup. Show me what you got. Right?
Boy.
Right.
Wow, they put that in front of Predator, huh?
Take me down to the old days now.
God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What
That
the hell is
preview,
that?
Star is Born. I see that trailer in every movie. Yeah, you probably got that. That day that I went to go see The Predator, A Simple Favor, and White Boy Rick, I saw 3 different Star is Born trailers.
Oh, boy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's going to be in the canon.
It's gonna.
for great.
I think.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna win Best Picture.
I know.
I think Lady Gaga's winning Best Actress.
You're calling it
Wow.
now.
I'm calling it now.
You've called the other one before, but that's a big home run
This is a
shot
new
there.
one. Gaga's
right.
winning Best Actress, and it's
Wouldn't
gonna win
surprise
Best
me.
Song for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
for that
of course.
song in the trailer where she's like, "Oh."
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah.
No
Oh, wait,
doubt.
that's Gwen Stefani.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
my-
responsible
my-
for Donald Trump winning the election, according to Michael Moore. Check it out.
Did you see
Fact-
that? You saw it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I read about it.
I saw it.
How was it?
I saw it. Well, we're probably going to cover it, right?
Are we? Okay.
It's a
Oh,
one-off.
yeah.
It's a one-off. It's a doco. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So you saw it today. Anything happen?
Yeah. No, I nobody running underneath my knees or anything unpleasant. I had a whole row to myself, so that I can't complain. The experience of the movie going itself
Did you
was
get
completely
sprayed
fine.
with mist?
Not from the movie. Yeah.
What does that mean? Who'd you go with?
Nobody. I just
Oh,
wanted
okay.
you to
All right, all
use
right.
your imagination.
I did. It was
Yeah,
gross.
I knew you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever. I will say this. I was happy about one thing going into this.
mm-hmm.
It was rather hard to gear myself up to get to see this because particularly, I was trying to ignore the reviews. I don't think I read a single one, but it's hard to avoid on the Google, feed of the Rotten Tomatoes ranking, even when you're looking for showtimes. Plus, I pretty much knew the two of you hated it because privately we were trying to organize this, and you didn't say too much, but pretty much, said it was shit. So what helped me was going into it with the mindset of lower than dog shit expectations, and I think that enhanced my enjoyment.
It
of
had
it.
to. My
Yeah, it
expectations
did.
were fairly high. The
Absolutely.
bad reviews
Right,
had happened
right.
already, but
Right.
I'm a big Shane Black fan. Maybe the biggest Shane Black fan of the three of us.
Oh, for sure.
And
Could be.
and I was super fucking excited for this movie. Just like even. I'm not as big a Predator guy as you guys. Like I still think there's only one good Predator movie.
Yeah.
I think there's
one great one.
One great one, right. And I think there's one very good one.
I know you love fucking Adrian Brody, but
I think that movie's great. Yeah, but yeah, this
but
movie to me had a vibe though. I kept getting a Predator 2 vibe when I watched it.
It's a total
today.
Predator 2 vibe, and it does.
Okay,
it
yeah.
leans into it. Like I think Predator 2 does take place in the universe of this movie. Jake Busey is in there playing Gary
Right.
Busey's son, I guess.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
His teeth have a supporting role, and Starship Troopers, Jake Busey, and but I mean, this was just dead. Like, there's definitely Shane Black in there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it
Yeah.
felt like a Shane Black movie to me, and with all that entails, which I love, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, The Nice Guys, Iron Man 3, Lethal Weapon, whatever. But
yeah.
Long Kiss Goodnight. But it just nothing works.
It's a poor plot idea. First of all, in my opinion, you got to get that kid out of there.
Yes.
That's a terrible plot idea.
Horrible idea.
And
It
Go
had
ahead.
potential, like I kind of like the general premise of him, like kind of like running from the government agency and then trying to get back to suburbia and having predators in suburbia, but they
Right.
do nothing with it. Absolutely nothing.
And we've already
You know
kind
what?
of seen
Yeah,
the Predator
we
suburbia
fucking
thing.
did it, and in a
Right?
in a
And
movie,
Requiem.
I will say that is a better movie. Alien versus Predator Requiem.
It certainly has more style. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I thought the Shane Blackiness of this was just, if this is even possible, it was just too much. I think he was so excited to be doing it that there's too many characters. And because I was thinking about the first one, and like ratio to screen time and line reading, you've got characters in the first Predator like Poncho and Hawkins and Billy, and you got Jesse Ventura and Bill Duke. They get like a few scenes, but they're so charismatic and so memorable that it doesn't even matter. In this one, it's off the rails. Like you got Keegan Michael Key just fucking telling jokes constantly.
And what
You
about
got
Thomas Jane?
Thomas Jane
Thomas
showing
Jane,
up.
It's all his worst instincts. Where like
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
these characters that have like one character trait, and none of them are interesting. Keegan Michael Key, all he's doing is telling jokes. Thomas Jane, for fuck's sake, has what is it? He has Tourette's. So he's just like yapping the whole movie, saying swear words. Who else is in this movie? Lily Allen's brother. His character trait is that he's British.
Yeah.
All right. Who else? Who am I
His
missing?
character trait is that everybody in the audience is going, "Oh, isn't that the guy from Game of Thrones?" That's
No,
his character
trait is that everyone's saying it's Lily Allen's brother.
I don't know who that is.
Lily Allen is one of my favorite British pop stars, and she has a song on her first album from like years and years ago called Alfie about her brother that does nothing but sit in his room and smoke weed and play video games, and it's about this guy.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
He's
So
come
she-
a long way.
Not related to Gigi Allen, which is
No.
what I thought you were.
No, not related to GG. Who's that?
look at you, Aaron. Go
He's
ahead.
a punk rock singer who
Oh,
is like the
G.G.
most
Allen. Of
disgusting
course. No. I've seen
hardcore guy ever.
I've seen Hated. I was, when he said Gigi, I was picturing like a lady, like Gigi Hadid.
Sophisticated lady, G.G. Allen.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, why don't you give us a little bit of this premise, plot, whatever,
Oh God. Okay.
or whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, it starts off with Boyd Holbrook. He's a government agent. He's a sniper. He's about to take out like this big drug cartel in was it Mexico or South America? I forget.
I don't know. The
exactly.
beginning was very
I
similar
think
to the original
Mexico.
Predator.
It's Mexico because he tromps off into town and then like mails that thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then as he's about to take out his targets, he sees a Predator spaceship. Oh wait, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Even this, it starts off in space because everything's Star Wars now.
Right.
And there's one Predator ship chasing another Predator ship, and then the one Predator ship gets damaged and crash lands, and that crash lands right in the middle of this sniper.
You know what I need in a Predator movie, Aaron?
Yes.
One.
What do you need?
I need one Predator who's the primary nemesis in the movie. I can't follow these. Like, what are the Predators having a civil war on their home planet? Who could possibly care? The Predator, who I think is the most important Predator in the movie, gets killed halfway through the movie by a different Predator, and they're like trying to find DNA to create a master race of predators. I can't.
Well, and they kind of blow that
care.
because and I wanted you guys' opinion on this too. You know, one of the cool things going all the way back to the first Predator 30 years ago was that, you know, the reason for the Predator coming to Earth in the first place, you know, and his kind of weird sense code of honor, you know, where it's like he won't kill anyone who's unarmed, yada yada yada, that kind of thing. And so that is on display here. Like I liked a couple of sequences with the
you like the scene where Olivia Munn strips off all her clothes, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was great.
I could see that as soon as that scene happened when they get in there, it's like, oh, we got to decontaminate. I'm like, oh,
yeah, me too.
the whole bird's getting ready to jerk off right now.
I was actually thinking of the sequence where the Predator's on top of the RV holding the
Shane Black's friend was like, hey, you mind if I hang out on set today?
No, because I know a lot about nuclear radiation. I just want to be an advisor.
Yeah.
No, I think Shane Black's friend, I think Olivia Munn's a little too old for him.
Yeah, it was a Stephen Collins situation. Yeah.
Boy.
But
but like no, when he's holding up their guy, the crazy guy who quotes the Bible and shit, which is done too much, and the Predator makes like a motion to all the army guys to like lower their weapons, like just with his finger, like put the weapons down and I'll let them go. Like that was cool. Like if that could have been like a thread, like that was a continuance of kind of what you go to these for, where like the main antagonist of the Predator does have something else going on, but then that gets ruined because we get fucking Predator dogs and which we've seen already.
We'll get to Predator dogs.
We've seen them already.
One thing that pisses me off about the them going back and like trying to like add homages to things that have happened previously kind of fucks up a lot of things too, because like it makes sense for the original one where it's just some like alien who's hunting people and keeping their skulls as trophies, but now there's like a whole reasoning behind it. They need to extract the DNA from every species in the galaxy to make
I feel like that.
This is my problem with franchises. They always eventually have to go back to the first one. This usually happens the third movie in a franchise, but this is further along. They go back to the first one, and it's like, let's add on a bunch of bullshit mythology that changes the meaning of the original movie. It's the same fucking thing. Every horror franchise does it. Halloween with the druids and the Curse of the Thorn or whatever the fuck.
I think you're right, but I don't think this does that to the first movies, because it's not ever stated that that's the sole reason that any predator ever came to Earth. So I think it goes in line more with the other thing you said, which is that there's some stupid fucking hierarchy civil war going on, and that is those predators are the ones doing all this hijacking, and so it didn't spoil anything for my.
So what, the predator early on in this movie is like a lower class predator? He's like predator serf?
For sure. And, just like in Predators, there's like the regular predator and then the super predators. So I'm okay with that.
Problem with that.
I'm okay with that. That in itself doesn't bother me.
No,
it's
I
when you
just
go into too
don't
much detail.
need it. It's the fucking predator. He's got the dreadlocks and he's got the teeth thing. Like, just have him fucking killing people. What are we doing? I don't need to hear about the predator motivations. They're hunters. Done.
He is riled, folks.
But technically, a predator is. Remember, they said that like 4 or 5 times in the movie. They had to specify why it's not a predator. Oh, and how they have to actually call the thing a predator.
Right.
I liked that.
Because it sounds fucking cool.
I thought that was good.
I liked it the first time, but it comes up like...
No, you're right, you're right.
There's so much Shane Blackisms in here where it's too much. Everyone's so cool and has something like clever to say.
And that sequence on the bus where they get to know each other... It must be at least 15 minutes long.
Yeah, that scene's garbage. So it's all.
And you could have that chopper scene like in the beginning of the first Predator. It's like fucking 4 minutes long, and you already get a portrait of everyone on that chopper.
Hey, there's a chopper in this movie. Remember, Boyd Holbrook says, "Get to the chopper."
Yeah.
All right, listen. But
I caught it.
So there's so much of that. There's the what's the great moment in Predator at the end? You know, what are
ugly
you,
motherfucker?
Right.
And then Olivia Munn's like, "Oh, you beautiful motherfucker."
Get out of here.
Yeah.
But so that's Sterling K. Brown has that delivery about how we named him the Predator, and he's having fun in this movie, and I'm fine with that. I love Sterling K. Brown. He's having a hell of a year. He's
all right. He's a good run.
I think he's one of our finest actors.
No, this is just everyone gets a strike here and there.
I don't think that anyone on the movie besides Olivia Munn afterwards probably didn't have a good time. They probably all were having fun. I mean, it's just
but at the viewer's expense.
Right. And it's like I was even thinking like I had a couple of thoughts during the movie where I was like, get this fucking Boyd character out of here. Put Thomas Jane in that role.
Yeah.
You give me something.
Thomas Jane would have been better for sure.
Of course he would have been.
Even that black fella on the bus was a better performer.
Liked him.
Of course, Shane Black has to be. He's like, my name's Nebraska, and he's like, what's your real name? He's like, Gaylord.
Right, naturally.
Yeah. Because gay people are fucking gross, bro.
But his sexual predator friends on set aren't. They're fine.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a young lady, dude. Wasn't anything gay about that.
Yeah. Nothing gay about that smooth rosebud flesh.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus.
So
go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
Oh, geez. Well, where do we go? Okay, so anyways, Boyd's character Quinn. He finds the down spaceship and he steals he steals a mask and a gauntlet from the alien spaceship and mails it back to his house. That way, like, because he feels like he's gonna get arrested by the CIA or whatever the secret organization is.
His ex-wife is played by the great Yvonne Strahovski, who is given nothing to do in this movie.
No.
What's she from, Dan?
She's just got nominated. Well, she lost, but she was nominated for an Emmy this year for The Handmaid's Tale, and she was in 24 for a long time, I think, and she was on Chuck back in the day. She's been around forever.
Wow,
but she's
I've never seen her in my life.
Really good actor, Australian, doing it.
Yep, I found that out.
Perfect American accent. Yeah.
Yeah,
fooled me. Yep.
Also, I saw her in person, and she's the most beautiful person I've ever seen in real life.
I hear you, man. I believe you.
Yeah. So I'm
one of those.
Yeah, just like there's plenty of people who look like her in movies, but something about her in real life, it was like, Jesus.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline. But anyway, so she has nothing to do in this movie. She's a kid's mom.
Yeah.
And
I'd say of all the characters, she really has the least to do.
to
nothing.
the point where, like, why even cast someone that you've heard of? Just like get the fucking script supervisor in there. You don't have to pay someone for this role.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, so he sends the shit to the house with his stupid kid.
Yeah.
Great idea. Great idea. Send it from a Mexican bar owner. Have him send.
Oh, and he also swallows a piece of the alien equipment just so he can shit it out later.
Yeah, that guy's logic is very
I
strange.
liked that moment in the moment, but then nothing happened with it.
Nothing happened with
Yeah.
it.
Right. Yeah.
And this alien technology, like, it's super easy for like anyone to use.
Clearly.
It's all on like autopilot, which is
You don't need fingerprints or anything.
The whole thing with predators is they're like hunters. They're supposed to be like trophy sport hunters. So they're supposed to be like agile and like really good at the craft of hunting. But with them, I guess they have technology that just does everything for them. It sounds like a lot lazier predators than I thought they were.
Kind of like
Cruise
the American,
control.
like the American hunter these days. You know, it's not like a bow and arrow anymore. It's like the gun just pretty much does everything for you. I know for me, when I go deer hunting, Dan's going to come out and join me this year, right, Dan, for deer season.
As usual,
And,
yeah.
I
like to hunt pheasant.
Right,
Yeah.
we do the pheasants for Dan, and they're a little trickier. I like to shoot things that don't move, but my gun doesn't recognize me without my palm print. So these don't even have that, which is kind of astonishing to me. Yeah.
Yeah, these colors don't run. The kid figures out the technology.
Before even doing that, man, we got to go talk about the first scene we see with the kid when he's at school. And the bullies show up.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
They clear out the whole room so they can single in on this poor kid with Asperger's, and they even make a joke, be like, "Hey, what's up, Asperger?"
Yeah, they should have doubled down and gave him that face he has in that movie Wonder. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't see that. Is he deformed?
Man.
I know. I've heard of the movie. Is he deformed or something in that?
That was a good joke.
Oh my god! But
Didn't see it.
Who are these fucking soulless bullies who they're just all like, we gotta pick on the kid with disabilities? Is that a thing? Like maybe?
Of course it is.
so.
It's a
I
thing.
think so.
I was not blown away by that. that seemed about
I mean,
right
it was
for the
awful,
American
but
high
I've
school
seen it a
system.
lot. Right.
Yeah.
But they give up pretty easily, though. They're not very persistent. I mean, as soon as he goes into a little fit, they're like, "Oh, we're out of here." So,
Yeah.
great scene with the fire alarm.
And then it shows how brilliant this kid is because he knows where all the dropped chess pieces were in every single game because he's so fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And then yada yada yada, he gets the space helmet and gauntlet delivered to his house, and he automatically opens it up and knows what everything is, and can suddenly read all of the alien technology.
He finds government secrets in a word jumble, and then Bruce Willis collects them and has to protect them.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's one of the reasons you're here, Ryan.
What the fuck was that?
Aaron. I have no idea. Because you Dan or I would have made this whole bonus episode, and not one of us, I can guarantee you, would have ever referred to that piece of equipment as a gauntlet.
Is that what it is?
That's definitely true. You said gauntlet. I believe you.
Yep, I do too. I didn't question. Sure, it's a gauntlet. Fine. I'm looking at it in the movie. I'm going like arm piece, big wristwatch. You say gauntlet. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy Ryan.
Jesus.
Ryan Johnson.
Who's Ryan Johnson?
The great director that we interviewed for one of our Star Wars.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The great filmmaker Ryan Johnson.
Right.
Listen, they could have used that looper magic in this baby. All
right.
Yeah. So then what happens? They go on the run with the kid. Olivia Munn's there. What else? They're hiding out on a farm.
Yeah, those dogs come around.
Those dogs suck.
Pred dogs are fucking awful, and
they really are. And they are in, for me to nerd out for a second. If you recall, in Predators,
yes,
they're in
better one.
Yeah, they are not a new idea, and they're kind of presented as such, but they are totally in that Predators movie, and they suck too.
I didn't think they sucked, but it made more sense there because they were on the Predator planet.
Of course, I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
and they even looked better in that. Like this one was just really poor CG.
And that was 8 years ago.
Like they all have like the dreadlocks as well, and the bond that they create with that one fucking pred dog, it just is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Suddenly, like after like shooting it a whole bunch, it becomes their friend, and then like suddenly,
well, they took out its parietal lobe, and so it became less aggressive. Yeah, that makes sense. I looked it up. And so that's what happened.
Is that really what happens?
They McMurphy'd it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good call. But, yeah, the fucking dog, it's just, like, hanging around the whole third act of this movie, being docile. Like, I felt like it's so weird because it's an R-rated movie, but it's got this kid, it's got these dogs. I feel like they're trying to sell me toys, but I don't think there are any.
Can't be.
No.
Who's going to fucking... Yeah, I mean...
Unless Todd McFarlane shit out some crappy toys.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't had any work since that Spawn thing. Shane, what if I make some fucking dogs or something? Yeah, go have at it.
Yeah. You guys want to see Mark McGuire's home run ball?
You get the doll of Thomas Jane and you like pull the string and it like says fuck you.
No, we don't do strings, bro. We paint it with real acrylics and we take our time with that shit.
That's true. His toys are authentic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had 4 Todd McFarlane toys growing up, and I kept them in the boxes because I was like, these are gonna be worth something someday.
So read them off. You had Spawn, obviously.
I didn't have Spawn. They were all movie monsters. I had the Scream guy, Ghostface. I had one that was the Crow. Mm-hmm. I had one that was Chucky, and a 4th one that escapes me. But they were.
I'm impressed already.
All right.
Yeah. You didn't have the Metallica action figures?
Hey, I had a friend, and he'll be listening to this, that had a Rob Zombie one by Todd McFarlane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Yo, you want to see this sweet action figure of the director of The Devil's Rejects?
Oh, man.
Dude.
Like shoots rockets from his dreadlocks.
Yeah. You had a little, like, Rob Zombie probably loves the 4K because he's like, it's just like William Castle's The Tingler.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I would love to see one of his movies in 4K. That would be a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have like white trash voices yelling at you the entire movie.
Yeah, everything.
Hey, watch your beer.
Shit.
I see you in that 3rd row. Watch your beer, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, you get splashed in the face by Sherry Moon. All right. What's next, Aaron?
Oh yeah, then I guess we should just fucking just jump to scenes at this point. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
this movie's like
The movie does.
the editing is terrible in this film. I rarely noticed bad editing in movies. Even like bad movies, I can at least respect it's put together well. But this was so fucking shoddy. Like the way it was edited, and some of the action scenes were all blurry and sometimes too dark. Like when what's his name? Sterling K. Brown's character dies. I didn't even know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I didn't either. He's like quickly decapitated for like a
He dies?
fraction of a second. Yeah, exactly.
When
Yeah,
does he
in,
die?
like,
Like at the
2
end?
seconds.
He has that.
Yeah.
Only thing I can think of is he had that shoulder cannon that the CIA or whatever created, and then
No, I thought he stole that from. Didn't he take that as a piece of equipment from the?
but it looked like they had modified it. It didn't look like it was
Oh,
like they had a whole collection of Predator shit.
got it.
So he had it on his shoulder, and what I could make out, at least because it happened so quickly, is somehow the cannon shot his head off. Either he
Oh, really?
or the Predator turned it on him.
That's what I thought. I thought he like turned around, looked at him, and shot him something, or made the cannon. I don't know.
He shot himself with his own cannon. I think that's
That'd
what it
be great.
was. It was so quick and blurry.
Yeah, you couldn't see it.
Well, getting Sterling K. Brown out of there ensures that I'd never see a sequel to this movie, and nobody seeing this movie ensured that they won't make one. So
Yeah, I know.
everyone's fine.
You know, it's so strange to me because it's clearly been Shane Black's one of his passion projects, right? I mean, and since we've started this podcast, I mean, Predator was one of the early episodes we did. We've been talking about this for a long time, and I mean, it always surprises me when something is being, not necessarily awaited by everybody. Hardly, it's hardly a Star Wars thing, but I'm excited for it. I think the two of you guys are excited for it.
Very excited. I thought,
and I just don't get what goes wrong, and then you have like a movie like AVP and AVP Requiem where they're just kind of like innocuous, but they're fun, and they're not even trying.
No,
that hard,
this is not the worst. This is better than the first AVP.
You think this is better than the
I
first
think this
AVP?
is the second worst movie with Predators in it.
I'd have to think about it.
I think that first AVP is worse.
Mm.
And I love me some Paul W.S.
Well, but as I recall, this was a while ago, but I recall that I ranked that higher than Requiem.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because my rankings, if I remember correctly, were Predator, Requiem, Predators, Predator 2, AVP. And, and this is not as good as Predator 2. It can't be. Predator 2 has fucking Bill Paxton and Danny Glover. but Predator, it's for sure, I think, better than AVP. AVP's got ancient alien bullshit. There's like fucking pyramids in the Arctic. Get out of here. And the cast
boring.
is worse.
There's something about AVP. It's boring, and I think that's kind of a bigger sin than being.
I guess for me, AVP for me was cool, only not on the rewatch, but had an easier time for me to like when it came out because it had been so long since we'd had anything. It had been 14, 15 years since there'd been anything since Predator 2, so I was just psyched for that, and it passed the muster.
Can I say something about this Predator series? I think Hollywood should be banned from making Predator movies for the rest of time unless Schwarzenegger decides he wants to be in one.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, or John McTiernan might come back.
Don't care. Don't care.
That's true, because the guy who did Predators was kind of a nobody, right?
Nimrod. Listen,
Nimrod,
Shane Black made this movie. He's great. The writer-director does not matter. It's Schwarzenegger or bust. And why is Schwarzenegger not doing cameos in these movies? He'll be in any garbage with Terminator in the title.
Well, that brings me to like, if we can, do you want to jump ahead to the end?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, so I got a question about the epilogue. So they, at the end, the spoilers again. The little boy with autism is now working at the secret government facility.
He has his own desk.
Has his own desk, and he's decoding all of the Predator stuff. And they found like a capsule that the kid's like unlocking with all of his know-how. And this whole part seems like it must have been reshot at the last second because the shape of the capsule is human shaped, or not human shaped, but like physical form shaped. Like it could be like I was thinking he's either going to be some other type of predator, or what I was thinking like that. Me and my friends we went to go see with, we were thinking like maybe they were leaving it open to have a cameo from fucking Dutch. Maybe it opens up and it's cryogenically frozen Schwarzenegger.
I thought we were going to see an alien symbiote.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be something, but no, it's another fuking gauntlet that when you put it on, you become Iron Man.
Right, pretty
it
much.
It was Iron Man, for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to break into the Marvel Cinematic Universe with this one.
I mean, it's definitely setting up a sequel, there's no doubt. I mean,
it's not going to get made.
Right, you're probably right. But I'm just saying,
keep doing it. Predators set up a sequel too that we'll never see. That no one gives a shit about these movies. You know what? If you're gonna make a Predator movie, roll down the budget, make it $40 million, lean and mean. Schwarzenegger's at least a supporting character. That's the only way that I will willingly sit through one of these movies. I mean,
do what the first one did, which none of the other ones did, which was just have it in a contained place and have much fewer characters. Don't bring me to fucking neighborhoods, and don't bring me to urban city. You know, just
for sure. It's got to be one of those movies where you look up the IMDb page and under cast the number's like 12
at most.
And my most important thing is like pick a fucking tone. Like there's
that's a good point too.
Feels like it's trying to be like a serious hard R sci-fi film, and then the next one like everyone like all the loonies or whatever are yucking it up. There's a scene where Olivia Munn shoots herself in the leg with a dart, and then she's about to jump off of like the bus, and I think it's like Thomas Jane.
God.
He's gonna catch her. He's like, I got you, and then he gets distracted or something, and then Olivia Munn falls down and doesn't get caught and just splats against the ground.
It was like Will fucking Ferrell in Old School.
When he falls in the pool.
Yeah.
It's like pick a tone. Like it's like if you want to like it didn't feel cohesive at all. Like they were trying to cram too many jokes to make it serious, but then whenever it had the serious points, like they're expecting us to really care for these characters when they die.
Right. I mean, it should be a thriller. It should be a thriller horror movie, like the first movie. And to a certain degree, the second movie, and definitely in Predators, where there are jokes, but they're you got Walton Goggins giving a funny one-liner. You got Danny Trejo.
No, they have that. Look,
but there's too much.
No, there is too much.
Everyone's a fucking Joker in this.
Give me Sterling K. Brown. He's your fun comic relief. I don't need Keegan-Michael Key hanging around this movie. And Thomas Jane saying swear words. It just doesn't make any sense. And the theory that Asperger's is the next step in human evolution is too stupid to have ever made it past the first draft phase of a Hollywood movie.
There were audible when that line was delivered.
Really?
In the
How?
movie. Tatum says that. She's like, no. Some people say that. Autism is the next step in human evolution, and so many people in the audience go, "Oh."
How many checks and balances did this fucking? It's an $88 million movie. No one on the studio level knew that is like borderline fucking offensive.
I know. You're right. And the funny thing about that is that. Because it's like dealing with an actual, I almost called it an affliction, but whatever you want to call it, an actual,
condition.
Condition. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, actual condition. It's have volumes and volumes of research on it, so it's different than watching like fucking a space movie, and at the beginning of this being like, well, spaceships can't do that. They can't, or having Neil deGrasse Tyson shoot down gravity because it's not believable. Yeah, this is like, dude, we're on Earth, and it's a kid with a very common thing. How did this even, like Dan, you said, like, how did this even make it past, like, first draft stage?
Their treatment of conditions and like serious mental issues like PTSD, like
That's
the way that they treat them was so
that too. Right. Yeah. Keegan Michael's character just killed a bunch of his own people, so he's now just deals with it by being a prankster.
Yeah, and like that's another thing. Like everyone murders everyone. Like at the end when they're trying to like infiltrate like the CIA people or to get back onto the spaceship or whatever, like they're like literally just going around cutting the throats of the government agency people and like people who probably are just doing their job.
One of those lab rat situations, right? It's like one of those Bond villains who's got all the henchmen in the volcano who just get axed for no reason.
Yeah.
Thrown to the sharks, yeah.
I feel bad for those guys.
This movie could have used some fucking sharks.
It really could have. A predator shark.
Give me a shark. Yeah, at least it's something new. Yeah. Listen, let's wrap up. What do you give this movie?
Aaron?
5. Oh, wait, no. I'll give it a 1 star.
Ooh. I'm going to give it a 2. It's got enough of that Shane Black stuff. Sterling, the cast is good except for Boyd Holbrook. It's badly written and badly made, and it's a shitty movie, and it's the second worst Predator movie. But I'm not going to go 1. It's a 2.
I'm also giving it a 2. This, for me, was one of those definitions that we cover where, for me, I sometimes have difficulty with the 2s and the 3s. This is kind of the definition of a 2 for me. I think it wasn't a complete piece of shit. It had potential. It had good performances. I didn't even think some of the directing was that bad, but the writing was awful, and for every other reason we stated, it's a 2-star movie for sure. My MVP is Trevante Rhodes.
Yeah.
The Moonlight guy. Yeah, he's really good. He was probably the only character on that bus that kind of pulled off his little quirks and everything. I liked him. I thought he was cool.
He's a good actor. He'll have a nice career, and we're all very happy for him.
MVP for you two?
No, I'm gonna go with Sterling Brown.
All right, Aaron.
I don't know. I can't bring myself. I guess I'll give it to Trevante Rhodes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very committed. Olivia Munn's good in it. You could give it to her. She tries.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it to her for like having to put up with bullshit. Yeah, and good for her. No, she's definitely got it because she also came forward was just like, dude, I'm not gonna be in this movie because you didn't tell me there was a fucking registered sex offender in a scene with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an LVP. My LVP is Shane Black. That's just pretty clear.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Shane Black getting an LVP.
Well, he kind of has to, man, because
he doesn't.
No, okay.
No, I'm right there with Henry because, man, like, what were you thinking? Like, just the cast, to cast a Predator.
To cast a Predator.
There's a little joke for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like that's just kind of like especially now with the Me Too movement in full swing. That's the last thing you want to do and cast someone like that in a movie that you're trying to be a big blockbuster success. So that he already shot himself in the foot with that, and then just I keep on wanting to find.
That was Olivia Munn. She shot herself in the foot.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
But just the writing, like he was definitely part of the writing, and the writing was just awful. The characters, I couldn't stand any of the loonies.
Yeah.
It was making me sick, and just like the fucking pred dog friendship thing really pissed me off.
Amen.
And just I couldn't get past it. Shane, what's happening? Are you okay, buddy?
He'll be all right, man. His last movie was great. He's at this point. He's better on writing original concepts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who's your LVP, Dan?
You make a good case for Shane Black, but I listen. What makes or breaks these Predator movies for me is your male lead. And this movie has the worst male lead of any Predator movie. Boyd Holbrook is just nothing.
Yeah.
You mean low rent Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
He's not
Is he related to Hal?
Hal Holbrook?
Is he related to him?
I don't believe so.
Is it like his grandson?
I wish that was true, but I really don't think
Wow.
so. I'm looking at his IMDb trivia right now, and it does not say anything about it.
Interesting.
Especially considering this movie originally had fucking Benicio del Toro in the lead role.
Yeah.
You're replacing Benicio del Toro with this guy. Listen,
That's a very good point.
I just watched that Sicario Day of the Soldado, and I didn't really enjoy it. But, like, come on, you can't totally hate a movie with Benicio del Toro. But I gotta tell you, I can totally hate a fucking movie with Boyd Holbrook.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I do have a superhero count.
Wait, can you guys add this to your rankings of the things?
Oh, all right. Sure. I don't have. Okay, I have to do it on the top of my head. So there's 6 of them. Aaron, you want to go worst Predator movie first, and then we'll go down the line. Number 6.
Yeah. Sure. Worst Predator film. It's a toss up, but I might, just because of the theater experience. And there were some cool action set pieces in this. I'm gonna give the worst to AVP.
Worst
Okay.
to AVP. Okay.
For similar reasons that Aaron said, but I'm flipping it. I'm giving the worst one to AVP Requiem.
That's so crazy to me. It's a fun movie. It's good. It's a 3.
That's how I feel about AVP.
Ugh.
Okay.
Sometimes
What's
I
yours?
don't know what to do with you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I know.
Who we on now?
I don't.
We're on Dan.
I did
Dan.
it already. AVP is
Wow.
the worst one.
Okay. So Aaron, the 5th.
That'd be the Predator.
Same.
Same.
All right. 4.
AVP Requiem.
AVP.
Okay. Predator 2.
All right.
3.
All right, 3.
Predator 2.
Same.
Predators. Number 2.
Predators.
Same.
AVP Requiem.
You're nuts. Fucking
and the
crazy.
best one's the original. By like
Obviously.
leaps and bounds. Like honestly,
True.
It's not even the same league.
a couple
Sure.
of people like when this movie came out a couple weeks ago, like had asked me, like I've never seen a Predator movie, should I go see the new one? And the answer is, if you've never seen the original, watch that. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you're really hankering, keep going, but this would not be what I would go to. I mean, to me, there's 3 that are fun, first, but you're right. I mean, it's not like an aliens situation
No.
in any way.
Except for
Yeah.
the titling. All right, you got a superhero count? What is it?
I do. Well, here we go. Only theme this week, so. I got 7.
Oh,
Yeah. Our boy Boyd Holbrook, of course, was in Logan playing Donald Pierce.
yeah.
Olivia Munn, of course, is Psylocke in X-Men Apocalypse and the upcoming X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I remember all her great moments in X-Men Apocalypse. All right, go ahead.
And she was also in Iron Man 2 as Chess Roberts. I don't really remember her in that.
Sure, I guess she showed up.
Yeah. Sterling K. Brown was in Black Panther.
Yeah, he was great. He was in that one scene, like at the very beginning. back in
Yeah.
like
remember
LA,
that.
back in California.
Yes,
Yeah.
L.A.
Yeah.
Right, that's awesome. Okay. Thomas Jane, of course, is the Punisher in the 2004 failure. He was also in He was also in The Crow, City of Angels,
Sure.
playing Nemo. Your girl Yvonne Strahovski, how do you say it?
Strahovski.
She was in a cartoon recently called Batman Bad Blood, and she played Batwoman.
How about that? Great.
Sterling's K. Brown's henchman, the guy that's kind of at his back the whole movie, played by an actor named Niall Matter. Digging deep. He was in Constantine, the TV show, playing Daryl.
Oh, who could forget? Okay.
And this one killed me. Niall Matter was also in the great 2009 feature film Watchmen, playing Mothman.
And those Minutemen flashbacks, love it.
Yeah.
All right.
And finally, the great Jake Busey apparently is in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm sure he's
playing
having a lot of fun.
Tony Kane.
Okay.